I'm Stuart Lee.
And I'm Richard Herring from Cheddar.
And you're watching Big Cat Diary, all right?
Let down your hairs, forget all your cares, kick off your shoes, here is the news. Take off your shirt, here is the dirt, take off your pants, bangs. With Richard, not Judy. For better, not worse, it's live, not rehearsed, made fun of money, surprisingly funny. Welcome your host, they both rich and Stu, they have no idea, so let's see how they do on this morning with Richard, not Judy.
You changed and threw on the telly. It was that close. Was it not? I don't know.
Thank you, I am Stuart Lee.
And I'm known as Richard Herring, and welcome to...
Tmwrnj.
They're all doing it,
They're not doing it, yeah. It's the show that's already been described by one caller to the BBC as inappropriately scheduled.
That's right. But amazing news, I can't get over it this week. Gorgeous Price is Right hostess, Emma Noble, Stu, is going out with John Major's son. Look at him there. He looks like Smike from Nicholas Nickleby, Stu. What's going on?
You know, it's like, you know Christian Slater, right? Christian Slater.
Why?
People say he's attractive because he's like a young Jack Nicholson, right? Well, James Major is like a young John Major.
Why did you do it?
Like
Why?
The whole thing's a setup. It's a publicity attempt by her, Emma Noble, right? Because Emma Noble wants to get her own TV show, and what could be more guaranteed to get her in every newspaper than going out with ex-Prime Minister John Major's son?
Well, she could go out with ex-Prime Minister John Majors, Stu, that would be better.
Yeah.
Or she could go out with John Majors and James Majors together simultaneously in a kinky threesome.
Possibly, yeah.
Move over, James, it's my turn! Fantastic impression, thanks,
Can you do any other ones?
Yeah, I can do Norm from the Twix advert. I'm Norm from the Twix advert.
It's got a limited range,
Mr. B, I'm Mr. B.
Yeah, it's the same voice.
It is, yeah.
The thing is, though, for some people, right, the idea of a smike-ish, brown-haired, mini John Major's-faced bloke, that is the best thing they could imagine.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's kind of different folks have different strokes, don't they?
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, I mean what I say, Stu. Do you understand simple sentences? You're a lamb. I mean, Emma Noble, a 24 or 27-year-old model, depending on what paper you read, would like different things, so the kind of things that Arnold from Different Strokes would like to.
I don't understand what you mean.
That is how the show Different Strokes got its name. Nobody in the world likes the same things as Arnold from Different Strokes.
Right, what do you mean?
Well, you know Golden Grahams, the cereal, Stu? Arnold from Different Strokes eats those every day for breakfast.
Oh, right.
He likes, his favourite TV show is the Friday Night Armistice.
No.
Stu. It is, yeah. Like different things to everyone in the world.
Now the aims for this week's show, right? Aim 1 is to try and reduce the Earth's gravitational pull to avoid being hit by an asteroid in the year 2028 by forcing everyone in America to lose at least 6 stone each.
Aim 2, to follow the announcement that Gordon Brown is finally getting married by finding a nice young wife for Michael Portillo.
That's right. Aim 3 is to fix small plastic trowels onto the end of the Queen Mother's walking sticks, making her the ideal combination of active mobile public figure and useful dog waste collecting device.
Aim 4 is to raise enough money to make everything on the QVC shopping channel free to everyone who wants them, which probably won't cost that much. I think I've got enough on me, actually.
And aim 5 is to have the panpipes of the panpipe-playing busker, who plays the same tune outside our office all day, smashed and banged into his face. Or something.
Bit of a personal one, that one.
Really, yeah.
We were trying to write those aims and we couldn't because he was playing the panpipes. If you see him, hit him. He's in Leicester Square every day. Hit him!
Don't hit him, right? OK, now, time to meet the team. Would you please welcome on the piano our pianist, Richard Thomas. Long-haired Richard is currently being sued by a German music promoter.
Yeah, she's got it all wrong, though, because she's...
Well, we can't take sides on it, Richard, so I think, you know, she might be right. And on the listings couch, husband and wife information ducks, Joe Unwin and the actor Kevin Eldon. Very popular. And hiding behind the sofas, nubile slave duo, Trevor and Natalie. They're easy on Adam I.
That's right.
Who does the video review games for Live and Kicking, of course. I've been thinking about this Emma Noble thing, Stu.
Yeah.
You can't buy that kind of publicity, right?
No.
And that is why I've fixed up our own game show hostess, Natalie, with the Ian Kignall, the son of Mr. Tom Kignall, the Shadow Minister for Dairy Products.
What?
Give him a round of applause. Here he is. Ian Kignall, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is. There he is.
He's only about 6 years old.
He's still the son of an MP, so you can't buy this kind of publicity. Go on, mate, get in there. Go on. She wants it. What's wrong with you? Go on, kiss her. What's wrong with you? Are you mad? Go on, front page news, Stu.
Front page news, Rich, but for an entirely different reason now.
Now what we need to do, go on, is to find a politician's child to go out with Trevor,
No
Stu.
one's going to go out with Trevor. Look, his face is too small. Look at that.
Shut up.
No speaking, Trevor. No.
No, he's lovely, Stu. If your mum and dad are politicians, you'd like to go out with Trevor, please do write in. It'll be great publicity for us.
And that means you, William Straw.
Yeah.
A fool once said to me, "Do you not find it interesting that many pre-Christian pagan religions share Christian images such as virgin birth, divine conception, wise men and sacrifice?" And I replied, "No, I don't find it interesting."
You know that song Dr. Jones by Aqua,
Yeah,
Stu?
yeah.
Arnold from Different Strokes bought every copy of that. That's getting successful. Here's what's coming up later in the show. At 12:25, we'll be asking, why do fools fall in love with Anthea Turner?
And at 12:35, we'll be showing you how to brighten up a child's birthday party by serving them plates of those little yellow cakes you find in men's urinals.
That's right. At 12:47, I'll be asking, who is the real sick man?
It's you, Rich. It's always you.
It might not be this time.
you.
It isn't.
At 12:59, we'll be celebrating St. Patrick's Day by making Brad Pitt perform all his lines from The Devil's Own in front of an invited audience of real Irish people. I need that money, Tom!
Hey, you can do those impressions too,
I know,
Stu.
it's good,
great.
isn't it?
Rory Bremner, watch out, because you're rubbish. Now, last week, we asked you to send in your own ideas for crossbreeds between the genes of celebrities and other life
That's
forms.
right. Here they are. Now, I don't know what this indicates, but we were sent a high proportion of submissions involving Denise Van Outen, Ainsley Harrier,
We like this one best, it's very good.
the braided mongoose, and Jarvis Cocker.
Probably
main
means
areas.
nothing. But here are a few of our favourite individual ones.
First of all, from Rob Adey, a Danny Baker giraffe.
Look, the tongue moves, Stu, but it's fallen out now, hasn't it, ironic?
Well, he won't be able to lick Chris Evans' bum now. Then.
He won't. There it is, that's how that happens.
Imagine if it had worked.
It's one simple prop. This one here is Tamara Peckworth's face on a poodle.
Seems very appropriate, that, somehow. Down here, David Whitley of Loughborough has sent us the Dalai camel.
Yeah. Not the Dalai Lama like you thought.
No. And here, two artists independently sent in images of Marquis Smith's head on small dogs.
I think that means something.
I don't know what it could mean, nothing.
But best of all was this one. Toby Poole from Bristol sent us this. A cross of the Queen, the body of a donkey, and the eyes of the devil himself. Scary, and that is the best one, because look, it's in 3D. None of you idiots thought of that, did you? That's what you lost.
This bloke sort of thought of it, Rich broke it. Right, so, Toby Poole is this week's king of the show.
Crown him!
The king is crowned, there he is. King Toby, why?
Well, I was just like meant to be revising for an exam, and I was bored.
So you did that?
Yeah.
He's revised for an exam, he's clearly from the West Country, and that
Yes.
is how we revise in the West
Are
Country.
you being examined in this, then? Right.
A+. It's an amazing. What do you think of the moral implications, though, of this Queen Devil Donkey?
It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
Well, clearly isn't real, is it? Let's face it. As king, you'll not only be stroked and touched by a man whose face is so much smaller than his head that it looks like a 2p piece in the centre of the moon.
Stuart,
no,
leave him.
you'll also get to eat and drink whatever you desire from this.
The Golden Graham's Contravention of Product Placement Rules trolley.
Here it comes.
Here comes the small boy and the gigantic woman bringing it on. It is Golden Grahams. Yeah. Decorated with all the most famous Grahams in the world there, from I Ruled the World, If I Ruled the World, Graham Garden.
Yeah, that's Graham McPherson, better known to you as Suggs from Karaoke Challenge.
And look, there's Graham Linehan.
Right.
He's just a bloke we know.
No, he wrote Paris.
Our quest to make this foul cereal Britain's most popular breakfast treat continues apace with this, our Golden Grahams advert.
Rich, try these Golden Grahams. They're delicious.
No thanks to you. I don't think I'm the kind of person who would like to eat Golden Grahams.
Well, go on, just try them, just for me, go on.
Well, all right, if it will shut you up, I will try them. But I'm not going to like them. Oh, they look awful. Oh. Golden Grahams are most excellent.
That's our advert there, brilliant. Did you thank you.
Good advert, thank you. They'll be stealing it and doing it themselves.
All right,
they'll do it.
There's no need to be sarcastic. Thank you. Did you really like those, though?
Well,
really?
they're all right at first, but they leave a kind of unpleasant aftertaste.
Sort of brackish,
Brackish is exactly the word for them. Yeah,
now,
brackish.
King Toby, there's not much of a choice here this week, admittedly, so would you rather have Golden Grahams or nothing?
I think I'll have nothing.
Nothing! Well, the advert didn't work
Never
there.
mind.
The King has spoken.
Well, they live in the body and they're lots of fun, but they all need each other, one for all and all for one. They come out your belly button when you're asleep, and over to organ and they sneakily creep. There's Lily Liver, Henry Hart, Barry Bladder and Beryl Brain. Yes, it's time to meet the organ gang again. Who's in Mr. Cosgrave's pedal bin today? It's Barry Bladder. Hello, Barry. I hear this week, Barry Bladder, you had a wee adventure. This is Organland. There's the statue of the Blessed St. Pancras. And look, over there, it's the Space Museum. That's right. Today, the gang are visiting the Organland Space Museum. And this is Appendage 11. In which Neil Armstrong first landed on the moon. I've just up to the toilet. This must be it. Phew, I'm bursting. Oh no, Barry has accidentally gone into a rocket instead of the toilet. Oh no, who's that hiding there? It's dastardly Derek Duodenum and his foul sidekick Muttley. I mean, the vile bile duct. They hate the other organs for no particular reason. Don't press that button, Derek. Ha ha ha, we have organition. Help me, there isn't a toilet on board. What will happen to Barry? Will anyone notice that this episode is based on an obscure 1970s magic roundabout book? Will Barry land on a planet of the toes? And if not, why is this week's show entitled that?
The organ gang there, dividing the nation between good and rubbish. What do you think, King Toby? Organ gang, good or rubbish?
Rubbish.
Rubbish, the two kings in a row.
Two kings in a row, and then people booing them.
It's hard to know, you're an unpopular king. Who would you like to be served by, Trevor or Natalie, or a small child?
Well, Natalie's better looking, so I'll choose Natalie.
Hey,
not Trevor,
better looking than anyone in the southwest, anyway. Let's go. Oh no, I've started doing it.
Because she's got a human head on a human body. Yeah. Actually, Trev, you know, we've been going on about Trev's face being too small for weeks, but I've thought of a way of trying to make you feel more at home, Trev. Look, I've done this. Can you see what I've done? Can you see how it's, well, I've put like
Stu, we can see what you've... Stop, just leave...
Photocopy my own
We can see what you've done. It isn't funny. Don't mock the afflicted.
Because that's what he's like.
You wouldn't
look.
do that to the elephant man, would you? Anyway, over to Joe... All right, he's dead. Over to Joe Unwin and her husband, the actor Kevin Eldon, for this week's listing.
Thank you very much. OK, this is you guys, right? We don't know what to do this week! Well, shut up and listen then. First up, Spanish Fly. Wait, People in Malvern will get a chance to see a Spanish fly this Tuesday lunchtime. Spanish man Jose Norman will be visiting the town with the fly, which he captured in his garden in Barcelona. Malvern residents will be able to look at the fly in a jam jar and compare it to an English fly if one happens to fly past. Greg Evigan is not expected to attend.
And today is annual Confused Directory Inquiries Day. All over the country, childish people will be dialing 192 for directory inquiries, and when the operator answers, saying, "I'd like the number for directory inquiries, please." So join in with that if you enjoy being pointlessly puerile. And remember, this fun game will only work if you deny knowing the number of directory inquiries, no matter how annoyed the operator gets. And that's all the listings for this week.
Hey, guys, I was just thinking, talking of director of inquiries, right, there's a certain little number I'd like to get from a guy, right? The guy's name is Tony.
I am Roger Crowley, and you will never meet a more wicked man. On Thursday, I decided to raise the Loch Ness Monster from his watery depths, hypnotize him and make him my slave, destroying all who refuse to bow before me. Let the mayhem commence. I made my incantation, and the watery beast rose up and floated towards me as though hypnotized. And here he is. Oh my. Look. He is in my power. I am hungry, Roger. Yes, I know. I need flesh. I will eat Mrs. Rampton. Shh, be quiet, Nessie. You have 2 days to agree to my demands, or the monster is released. Oh, yes. One day you will all see my power.
And that's what I think about Tony Blair's!
That's the best Tony Blair's joke I think I ever heard, you know.
Yeah.
To be honest, in previous weeks I found them a bit disappointing, but I think that joke could actually bring down the government. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I'm just telling you how it is, you know. If you'd had a bit more faith in me...
Just in my ear that we lost transmission there for a couple of minutes. I'm sorry, that means everyone at home will have missed your Tony Blair's joke.
They missed it. Well, that's okay, we've got time to do it again.
Well,
yeah, if I think of, like, the director of inquiries, there's one...
Kevin, there isn't time.
No, there's one particular number I'd like to get hold
I'd like to get hold of Tony. You've got wife, she's right. We haven't got time. We have to move on. I'm sorry.
You don't understand, do you? I need this.
You know, he's an idiot.
It's not real, is it? It's only a joke.
It is real.
It is real. I've created a bad atmosphere, sorry.
It's all right. By referring to it, you've
made it worse.
Okay. You know pralines, actually, in Quality Street, those green chocolates, you know those?
Yeah.
Arnold from Different Strokes chooses those first out of the whole tin. Believe it.
Actually, did you see Paul and Linda McCartney out this week? They were getting a bit overexcited about their daughter's fashion show there.
It's so awful, isn't it, when your parents are so embarrassed. Look, oh, look,
It is embarrassing parents. Actually, I remember, Rich, your parents coming to see us on tour. Do you remember, Rich?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
We're doing a live show, and they're from Somerset, aren't they, your parents?
Right.
And your dad, I remember, he was embarrassing because he came into the theatre, and when the usherette showed him to his seat with a torch, he became sort of trapped in the beam, and enchanted. Then when the lights went down at the start of the show, Richie's dad, he stood up and he was shouting, "Please, someone help me, I've gone blind."
Very funny,
from
Stu,
Somerset.
still doing the Somerset
Yeah,
stuff.
and your mum's embarrassing as well, isn't she, Rich?
Why?
Because, like all your friends say...
Don't you bring my mum into this.
She looks exactly like Bobby Robson.
You shut up, she doesn't.
That's what
She
they all
does not
say.
look like
Why
Bobby
do they
Robson.
say that?
She doesn't, if she does resemble him, which she doesn't, she looks like him when he was, during his playing career, he was handsome.
Yeah, a handsome man, Rich.
You shut up. I feel very sorry for Linda McCartney, though, there, Stu, because she's become world famous, hasn't she, for baking pies, slaving away in her kitchen all day, and somehow she's ended up with this nobody husband who's never even baked so much as a biscuit, and obviously only married her because she's famous.
I don't think you can call Paul McCartney a nobody.
Well, has he ever baked a pie, Stu?
Well, no, he hasn't.
Let me tell you a story. When they got married, right, Paul McCartney had the audacity to say he should join in with Linda making the pie.
Well, he didn't.
Even though he'd never made a pie in his life before, right? And even though everybody in the world knew that he had no kind of pie-making talent of any kind.
Pie maker.
Right? So, but Linda was, in fact, didn't want to embarrass him, so she put him at the back of the kitchen where no one could really see what he was doing. Right? But one day, someone smuggled out one of Paul's flaming pies and showed it to everyone in the world.
The pie of only Paul.
That's what it was called, it became known as that. Revealing Paul McCartney as the nobody, talentless fool he actually is.
You can say he's talentless, Richard.
What's he ever done, Paul McCartney?
Okay, all right.
Name one thing
The
Paul
best way,
McCartney's
Rich,
done.
I can
Nothing.
think of explaining
He's
to
an
you
idiot. One
who Paul
thing.
McCartney is once again
Don't play for time.
by showing
One
you
thing.
this children's show that I videoed off of Sky TV. Here it is.
Farewell and adieu to you, my Spanish ladies. Oh, hello again, children. It's me, Histor, Sky TV's one-eyed pirate history crow. Fly the jib, Pliny.
Okay,
Ah, Pliny, what on earth are you doing?
I am frying the jib, Histor, like you said.
Oh, you half-wit. I said fly, not fry. That jib is ruined.
Oh, sorry, Histor. Anyway, what's the news, Histor?
Well, you may have seen on the grown-up news that Paul McCartney of the Beatles made a spectacle of himself at a French fashion show.
Who are the Beatles, Histor? I've never heard of them.
Well, to find out the answer to that question, we have to go all the way back to 1961. As the crow flies.
Where are we, Histor?
This is the ancient settlement of Liverpool, Pliny. Back in 1961, the inhabitants were little more than savages, living in caverns under the ground. Just like today. But look, who is that heathen man skulking in the bushes? It is the revolutionary John Lennon.
John Henning, I hate hens.
And there is about to be an extraordinary meeting.
Meat wing like a bird's wing.
Oh, John Lennon, I'm Paul McCartney. Would you like to form a band?
Yeah, fab. We could call it the Beatles and play in one of the caverns and be one of the best groups ever.
Yeah, and we could act funny, yeah? Hey, I'm Ringo Starr. I read Engine books.
They're gear.
Seeing you's made me realise that writing books about trains with human faces is stupid and childish. I should be playing drums in the Beatles, pulling the same funny face over and over again, and singing about being in an octopus's garden.
Yeah, but hold on. We need someone to be the quiet one.
I'm George Harrison, I'm quiet! So, why did it all go wrong, Histor?
Because the Beatles began to experiment with the one thing
The one wing.
that throughout history has destroyed all that is good and pure in this world, Pliny. Love.
Le Earth, that's French for egg.
John Lennon fell in love
In love.
with Yoko Ono.
Oh, was she an egg?
No, Pliny. Yoko. Paul McCartney fell in love
Le Earth,
with Linda McCartney, and they became the most embarrassing parents ever.
feather, like a bird's feather.
George Harrison became so quiet, no one knows what happened to him at all.
I'm over here.
Only Ringo managed to avoid the drug of love
Le Earth,
due to his high principles and his ugly face and the fact he was drunk all the time. And he has remained king
wing,
of England to this day.
this lay, like a bird lays an egg. That was great. Just time for tea now, Histor. Fried eggs.
What? Wait until I get my wings on you. Those are eggs my wife laid this morning. You killed my unborn children.
Looks like I embryo you. An apology, Histor.
See you next time, kids. You killed them. Why did you do it? Why did you do it?